I think this thing is recording. Oh my god. Okay. What's going on, everyone? This is going to be extremely difficult. I'm not used to doing this anymore. Hey. Hey, long time no see, I know. But what's up? If you don't know who I am, my name is Camille, and the channel you found is Cream with My Coffee. If you are an old subscriber, hello, hello. It's so nice to see you again. It's so nice to talk to you again. We have lots of updates, lots of plans for the future, but I guess, well, I'm on my way home from work, and I figured I'd take this commute, and let's see, it's a good, I want to say 40 minutes most days that it takes me to get to and from work. We have relocated to Las Vegas. Yes, Sin City. I know the camera angle is jacked too, but I've also got a new vehicle, and this windshield is disrespectful. I can't do much with it in terms of a camera or phone mount. Anyway, it takes me about 40 minutes to get home, so I figured I would take this time and update you guys on some things that's been happening with the Thomas family. So, like I was saying, we have relocated to what is our last assignment while Adam is in the military, to Nellis Air Force Base here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we really love it. If you remember before, we lived in Montgomery, and we liked Montgomery too. We were really sad about leaving. Really sad about leaving our home, leaving our friends, but it was something that had to be done. Duty called. So last August, so on the 11th, it'll be a year. And on the 11th, it'll be exactly a year. We rode into town to Las Vegas, Sin City, Nevada. So, we've been here for a year. It didn't take me long to get acclimated here. I got a job pretty soon. Oh God, there's so much. There's so much to tell. We've been here a year, and I don't even know where to begin. Well, I'll begin by saying that I do want to get back into you guys' good graces, if that's possible. My family and I really miss being on YouTube. We really miss interacting with you guys, and I apologize for this camera angle. It is so whack. Okay, anyway. But yeah, we really missed you guys. There's so much to tell you, to catch you up on what's been happening with our family. Please feel free to leave any comments or questions in the comments. I will answer them as best I can, because I can tell you now there are going to be plenty, if you care. But I'll tell you what spurred this sudden, because I've been trying to sit down and just reconnect with you guys, just to do a video just saying hey for about 2 weeks. But what prompted me really saying, you know what, I just missed that. I really want to do that. I really enjoyed that, and I miss it. It was a lot of work, but I miss it, was the fact that after a year in the house that we rented, we are moving again. We're not leaving Las Vegas. Like I said, this is it. If I have anything to say about it, this is the last place that we will live. But we're moving. Our landlord decided he wanted to move his brother into the house that he owns. So, you know, it's his prerogative. But he gave my family of 6 45 days till we had to be out. So let's see. I know we found out on a Monday. I want to say the last week of July, but it might have been the 3rd week of July. But it was a Monday morning. My property manager called and she was like, you know, unfortunately, we're not going to be renewing your lease because, you know, July was the last month before we had to renew. Or August, I don't know. Anyway, so we're not going to be renewing your lease because the owner wants to move his brother in. I'm very sorry. I'll do my best to help you find something in the area because, you know, I've got 3 kids that are still in school. Nyla actually just graduated. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, milestone for her, milestone for mom. Nyla's graduated, but I still have 3 kids in school. I have Addison's going into the 4th grade. Madeline's going to be a freshman, and Dylan is a junior this year. So, what am I supposed to do with that information? I was freaking out. We thought about all the approaches we could take. Oh, let's just try to rent something. That was near impossible. It's near impossible to find something that quick. Maybe we should buy something. We knew we wanted to buy in 2 years anyway, but we had a plan and we had a timeline and we had shit we needed to pay off. And we were like, we'll just, you know, buy a house that might not be ideal. It might not be exactly what we want. We'll have to move again, of course, because we're not going to stay in this house forever. We thought about that. And that's kind of what our realtor, shout out to Martin Estrada, you know, that's what our realtor was kind of, I mean, from my understanding, that's what we were being steered towards doing. And I wasn't happy with that because I'm picky. I ain't gonna lie. I'm picky and I'm kind of spoiled. It's Adam's fault. But I was gonna do it, you know, because I knew that I would be able to get what I wanted. 2 more years, what's 2 more years? You know, I wasn't worried about it. We get a call the Wednesday after we find out, and Martin's like, hey, I want you to come look at this house. It's a brand new construction, but it's going for a steal. It's a really good deal on this house. The school district is decent, you know, but there's plenty of charter schools if you guys want to go that route later, if you just don't really like the schools, because that's always the issue with us. The issue is always finding schools that are suitable for my children. I'm not trying to send them to Barry Side High. Put in the comments if you know what Barry Side High is. Anyway, you know, so he's like, come look at this house, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, ugh. I'm getting off work after making this 40-minute commute back to the house. I really don't feel like looking at something that I'm probably not going to be able to purchase. So we get to the house, and it's a new construction. And I'll try to, I'll see if I put a few pictures in there. I might save those for the next video. But, you know, we're walking through, and of course it's perfect. Of course it's 5 bedrooms with a loft and a master suite and a huge yard and, you know, a quiet neighborhood and an open concept kitchen that I love even better than my kitchen in Alabama that I used to film all my cocktails with Cam videos in. You know, it was just, of course it's perfect. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I can't get this house. I can't get this house. They told us the price of the house. We might be able to get this house. So, you know how they do. A realtor is a salesman. I don't care what you say. But my realtor, I always feel like, you know, he's always got my best interest and my family's best interest at heart. You know, I never get that, you know, sleazy car salesman off of him. And he was basically putting us into an investment. I'll put it this way. When we move into our house, we will already have over $20,000 in equity the day we move in. That's what we'll have in that house. So, long story, still long, but cutting it short, we bought the damn house. And we bought the house. I've got boxes in the back. I move into this house August 23rd. Today is August the 6th. I don't have anybody packing me and moving me this time because it's technically not it's literally not a military move. So the military is not responsible for packing me or moving me. I've only moved myself one other time out of the 10,000 times that we've moved. I don't know. I really need to count those up so I can stop guesstimating when I'm talking to you guys. But I have to do it all myself. Luckily, the kids are a lot older. Because they can help a lot. I mean, Maddie's already got her room packed. And this information is going to be everywhere. It's such a long story. So much has happened since I talked to you guys. And I miss just getting it out there. I'm still isolated from everybody, so I don't talk to anybody on a regular basis aside from my little nucleus family. I don't talk to anybody like every day. So this is nice, being able to vent, but there's a lot of holes in my story. My kids were not super excited about moving at first. I'm happy to say that we were able to flip everybody's attitude, starting with Dylan, who's the oldest child living at home now because Nyla is going to be moving in with her dad that lives here, but that's another story. I told you we could do this all day. I'm going to try to not make this too long. But Dylan was A-okay with the move because he didn't like his school that much. We moved into the neighborhood, the only neighborhood that we knew. Not only were we about 5-6 minutes away from Nyla's dad, but we knew this was one of the best schools in Las Vegas. That wasn't a private school, the best public school. So he hated that school. He hated that school. And with all this, with the current administration, it's a predominantly white school, and he just wasn't connecting with anybody. My son's very quiet and he keeps to himself. He's goofy, but I mean, as far as expressing his feelings and his emotions, you really gotta pry it out of him. And to my understanding, he didn't have any personal attacks, verbally or physically, but we had a couple of instances at the school where, you know, there were some threats made against the black students that did go to that school. So, you know, like lists that people come to school with the actual firearm, and Instagram posts being made calling with pictures of kids that he knows at the school, calling them monkeys, saying, you know, what they were gonna do to them. And other instances, like and there was another boy that tried to, you know, the bulletin boards that you put up, that are up in the school where it's about all the clubs, the band club, the sewing club, the fashion club, the whatever club. He wanted to start a white nationalist group. And he thought that was A-okay, and he put it on the bulletin board. So, you know, just stuff like that. And like I said, Dylan don't like a lot of people, and there was just nobody he was connecting to. He still talks to his Alabama friends every day. That's who he plays online with. He just kind of keeps to himself. Not that that's unusual for him. He's always kept to himself. But, yeah, switching schools was not a big deal to him. what actually won him over, just because he hates all the moving as I do, is his room. Dylan has a junior master suite, so downstairs right off the kitchen, he's got his room with his own in-suite bathroom and a huge walk-in closet. So he's great. He's everybody else is upstairs. All the other bedrooms are upstairs. It's kind of like a mother-in-law suite. That's what it is. One of our mothers probably will live in this suite once the kids all go off to their lives. So yeah, Dylan, he saw the room and he was good. Madeline was not happy at all. Madeline went with us to the original house viewing when we decided to get the house, and literally burst into tears while we're in there with the paperwork for the house. She did not want to switch schools. She had her heart set on going to this high school, and she just didn't want to do it. She didn't want to leave her friends, which I get. Even though Vegas is kind of, you know, most of her friends live 15 or 20 minutes away, it seemed like to me anyway. I don't know, but she was telling me the circumstances of why she was so upset and why she didn't believe she was going to get to see her friends. What actually got her excited was the fact that I reminded her that this would be our house. We weren't renting anyone's house, so we could do whatever we wanted. And if any of you are my subscribers from when I was previously uploading, original to the channel, know that we used to have 2 dogs and a cat, Solo and Chewy, and Jerkface, Mr. Cat. Unfortunately, when we moved here, it was such short notice, and we were moving into a rental. I could not bring a pit lab mix and a Rottweiler lab mix to anybody's rental property. Even the ones that I did find, they wanted $400 or $500 a piece as a pet deposit, plus $50 or $60 a piece for pet rent a month, and I'm just not, my bank account was not set up like that. I had to find a whole nother job when I came here. It was just, I couldn't do it, and it broke my heart. Don't get me wrong, I love those animals just as much as the kids did, but you know, it was something that we think we gave them to a good, I don't know, I don't like to think about my dogs, but I said, you know, it's a possibility that we can get a dog now, because I love having a dog. I miss having a dog, but you know, I kind of just threw that out there, and she was like, dog, okay. And then, you know, she still pouted. Later on that night, however, she talked to her boyfriend. She's had the same boyfriend since we got here, but she talked to him. He doesn't go to her school. He had recently moved into a new house. We found out later that evening his house is in the back of our house. Our backyards touch. Out of all the houses and all the neighborhoods and all of Las Vegas, I moved my child directly in front of her boyfriend's house. Don't know how stuff like that happens. Just seems like I'm being set up. But yeah, that's what it is. We live, so she's good. My child has literally packed up her whole room, and it looks like the movers packed it up. She's got the boxes stacked up like the movers had always stacked our stuff. She is not playing around. She's ready to go. And then there comes Addison. Addison is still my sweetie. Still my sweetheart. I don't think she was attached to anyone at her school in particular. she just wasn't really excited about once again being the new kid so soon, you know. Usually they get a couple of years, and Addison's only going to the 4th grade, so she hadn't, you know, she just had to do it last year, and now she's doing it again. And she always adapts very well. Everybody likes Addison. She really makes good friends. But all I had to do was say dog to her, and believe me, she's gonna hold me to it. She's gonna hold me to it. So anyway, I'm already at 20 minutes according to the camera. I don't know how much I'm gonna cut out of this. I might just upload it as is, just to say hi to you guys. But yeah, we're trying our best to come back. Go ahead and drop me some comments with any questions that you have. That'll definitely keep me motivated, because when I say a girl is tired when I get home, tired after driving, and I work in a cubicle, it's exhausting. So anything you guys can do to keep me motivated will be greatly appreciated, because I miss talking to you guys. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know how you've been, and I will see you in the next video.